May profits be upon you. I'm just sitting down. I'm going to take a look at EU and see what we got cooking. A lot of currency strength changes took place last night. Just check this out. You see, yen just was on this end last night before I went to bed. Now it's at the other extreme. And USD was here, but I was waiting for a drop during Asia for USD yen, and it dropped while I was asleep, right around like 4:30 in the morning. I was like, man, that wasn't. But we still got a taste out of it anyway. Taste of good profit. Look at euro at the other end. Look at USD. So I'm going to look at there. I'm going to look at there. That's my English now. I'm going to look at. But it's profits that I want to book it. All right. This was yesterday. Old news. You know what? I'm going to start from scratch. Boom. That's the way we do it here at RT Money FX. Let's see. There's no RT Money FX. I don't know where I got that from. Come on, man. This thing here. Is there a way to get this? Is there a way to get this thing? Oh, wait a minute. Okay. I can move it over here, but then I cover up my clock. Where can I put this thing? No. Let me see. Let me see how it does up here. All right. Anyway, let's try this again. Let's go to daily. Let's take a look. All right. We're still looking very bearish. You see that we are. Let me mark this up for you. We broke that lovely key level of structure there. All right. You thought I was going to say a key level of support, support, and then resistance here. And then, it broke the support here and then turned it into resistance. Wow. No, I'm not doing that. Okay. What did I just say? I said, I'm not doing that retail stuff. It can work sometimes, and then there's times where not so much. All right. So on the daily, we have created a bearish engulfer. This was a move, man. This was a move that paid all kind of dividends. Now, what do you expect when you see a bearish engulfer on any time frame? You're looking for this base candle to be retested on the other side, on the flip side, baby. All right, so I'm looking for something like this and then down, right? Now, this might happen Monday, okay? But what could happen now? You see how this is rejecting? It could pull, this could wake up. This could wake up and then hit that base and then come back down. Do you understand? On a lower time frames. But we don't have to wait till Monday. Exactly. You see, I'm looking at this wick of rejection there. I'm going to put a line. I'm going to go across. Keep an eye on that clock now because we want to catch an 8 o'clock bus, right? And I'm going to go over here and we're going to see what the floor is. All right. Well, this is interesting. I'm looking at what we got going on here: bullish, bearish, bullish, and then bearish, bullish again. All right, and we didn't break the very low of this pattern. I'm going to highlight this, the bottom part of this candle configuration there, right? And I'm going to move all the way over. And we'll have a floor. We haven't violated this order block here, this bullish zone of demand. Let me make sure I got this correctly done because you know how I like to do it. I like to color coordinate. All right. So I'm looking down here as well because price may want to come back to this area here. So this is in a couple of days. This probably won't be factored. You see how many times it was mitigated, this area here. So these are the things I'm looking at on this side. How strong is this whole area here? Let's go to the week. Let's go to the weekly. Just take a peek. Take a peek and see what we got going on in that area. Yeah, look at that. And you see where it's starting here, right? So really, really, I'm going to be looking really hard at this area here. This is the weekly. I'm going to look at this weekly because you see how price broke out of that area? That's a pretty strong indication that we have a pretty nice, I'm going to get rid of this, a pretty nice zone of demand here, and we should get a pretty good reaction. Now we're not on top of it like I would like to see. Let me see something. Let me get it a week. I'm spending too much time on this thing. We are in this weekly zone, and this is where it could be refined to. So as prices pushing down, we may get a pullback of some kind, and then it comes back into this zone here. All right. This is a weekly. All right. This is a 2 week. Oh, sorry. This is a 2 week, two weekly. We are in the order block here. Right. And we probably, because it's not mitigated, we might get the reaction right here. So I'm going to leave that line there. I'm going to leave that line there. I'm going to go down to where am I going? That's 2 weeks. All right. Let me see what we're in the down move before the up move. Just touching the surface there. See how we did that? All right. And we have a bearish order block here. That is interesting. You know why? Because it gives us a possible, that low is a possible left shoulder. We might get the transition here. All right. So what am I looking for? These are just speculations. I'm looking for further dip. Come on, man. All right. Further dip for a head. All right. A break of these highs here. And then we come back and test the order block in the head. And then we turn up. All right. That'll give us such and such. That's by now you should know what my entry criteria is. Okay. So let's get down to brass tacks in business. What in the world, man? Oh, I keep doing that. Okay. So I'm going to move this over here. All right. Again, this is a 2 week. Let me write that down. 2 weeks. 2 week block of bullish orders, right? Let's go down to the 4. What am I looking at over here? We already know what's happening over there. And we're looking at what price. What is the intent of price? To make a lower low or make a higher high? We're looking for the transition of price here. So where is the last break of structure? We're going to have to go to the lower time frames for that information, won't we? But for now, what do we have here? This is the last up move before the down move. We have a bearish. We got a bearish situation going on here. All right, on the 4 hour. So this is a 4 hour. Wow, what a drop. Man, whoever caught this, hats off to you. If you caught that drop during Asia and London, oh my gosh. This makes me wonder if is there what's going to be left for New York? Can we get a pullback up here so we can get down? You know what I'm talking about? That means we would have to take the bullish move to the upside. Now, we need to examine this. We got to be very, very careful here. We got to be very, very careful. I wanted to mark that. Nope, that's not right. You know it ain't right. And you know why it ain't right. Come on, y'all. I got to hear something from you. Shout out. Shout out. Tell me to get my colors right. All right. Tell me to get the colors right. I got to get a ceiling and I need a floor, right? Got to have a ceiling, got to have a floor. You know, so we know what we're looking at, we got a sandwich price, right? We got to sandwich it. So we know what the range is. Now, I want you to examine on the 4 hour. What is structure telling us? Are we making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs? Are these pullbacks? That's not a pullback for me. This is not a pullback for me. This is one leg of structure. This is the pullback. This is the lower high. And we should be on our way to making a lower low. That's the way I read it. Okay. We break this low, it's going to be awesome because I would expect, I'm looking anyway, don't expect, I'm looking for price to make a head here for that left shoulder and then maybe come back up and then come back down. And we can get a lovely entry for a long there. All right. So what do we have here? Where's the break of structure? That's why I said we need to be careful because we have to mark these things, right? Look at this. Look at this floor here. Look at this floor here. When I say floor, we made a floor. Let me see. This is a short-term low. All right, this is a short-term low. That's not a pullback. It's a short-term low. When we get two of those, what do we have? What do we have? Somebody answer me. I can hear you. I can hear your thoughts. This is a show of weakness to sellers. A show of weakness to sellers, which indicates that price may want to switch hands from the weak hands to strong hands. It looks like price may want to switch from bearish to bullish momentum. Okay. See this price inefficiency here? This inefficient move. This is a fair value gap. And price will be inclined to close it just like it did here. From here to here, from this wick to this wick on this move. Price came back, filled in that gap, created another gap here, and price filled in that gap. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? Of course you do, because you are a smart subscriber. You are a smart guy, a smart lady, a smart person. All right, so we have a show of weakness here. What would I like to see? I like to see a return to impulse after a show of weakness. After breaking two short-term lows, I would like to see a show of weakness. A return to impulse. Now, what are we going to be watching out for? We're going to be watching out for this here. All right, a break of this low. We come and get this liquidity. You know it's all about liquidity, right? Bottom. Okay. So we got liquidity there. We have a show of weakness here. I love the fact that we took that liquidity from there as well. And let's see if we continue bearishly or if price wants to turn here. We'll see. We'll see. Because if we get a break of structure here to the upside, if we come on up, I'm going to take that buy. It looks like, that's a higher low. Look at the wicks. That's a higher low. Let's go down lower. I'm spending too much time in this. It's already 6:58. We're coming to movement time. 7 o'clock is movement time. 7 o'clock Eastern Standard, as ICT likes to say, likes to teach. All right, so look at the higher lows here. Are we getting ready to make a move up and test this order block here? That 1 hour order block. I'm going to be looking out for it. I'm going to be looking out for it because that's what we do, right? Isn't that what we do? Let me get this bearish. Let me get the bearish in here. Boom. And let me mark it. Let me mark it. My English is getting bad. We got to cover. We have reason to come up here because of this inefficient price movement here. All right. So price will want to take this imbalance and balance it with a bullish move against that bearish move. You get it. You get it. I know you do. All right. So what else are we looking out for? We're looking out for those liquidity points. Do you see any equal highs or lows, or relative equal highs or lows? Look how price created this, uh, all this internal sell side liquidity, right, on the way up, and then came back for the sweep and taken all of them. All right. I mean, all of them except the one external point. This is going to be this was a lovely drop. Whoever caught this one, you can see the transition of price up here. This was a perfect situation. Hats off to you. Anyway, let's go. All right. This move is sweeping liquidity, sweeping the internal liquidity. So, I'm trying to picture what would price want to do. Break the structure to the downside, then come back up and create a lower high here and continue bearishly, or transition here at a very strong 2 week order block to reverse. This is what we want to watch out for. Okay. I may have to take a small break because I drank a lot of water when I woke up, because that's the way I like to do it. I like to stay hydrated. Your brain needs hydration. Look at what we're doing here. Didn't have enough strength to cover the imbalance just yet. And then we drop again. Very interesting price action, wouldn't you say? But we did have a show of weakness here. I want to fix this. I'm weird, ain't I? Little things like that I just want it on the bottom. Little things like that kind of make me want to do things. All right, like straighten up. Okay. If we get a break here, if we get a break of these are relative equal lows. Look at that. Now we're building up liquidity. We're building up liquidity. Aha. So are we going to do one of these numbers? Are we going to do one of those going up? You got to watch for what price is indicating. We're building up again here. Why isn't that working? We're building up here, sell side liquidity. Are we going to break this high? Are we going to do one of these? Give a little bear flag up and then come back for the sweep exactly the way we just did here? I don't know. We're going to watch. I like the way this is moving because it's moving. Okay. But we want to catch the move as well. All right. So do we have any new information here? No, just, I can't see it. Let's see. Now this is the part on my 15 minutes. What I'd like to do, put the Asia session range indicator on and start marking off session highs and lows and yesterday's highs and lows. Look at this. Where the break of this short-term low is right at the low of yesterday. Very interesting to me. Because there are what do you call there's liquidity points at the highs and lows of yesterday. What is this? This is the low of yesterday, right? Previous daily low. All right. And I need the previous daily high, of course. Can I get that there you go. right there. All right. Now I was doing this by hand by looking at the candles and stuff like that. The indicator just gives me a shortcut. All right. So what? Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't mark it previous daily high. So if price does come back up here, I'm looking for a lovely short. I'm looking for a short. All right. If it breaks and then stays up here, then you know the transition took place down here. But we're going to catch this rise up there anyway. That's what we're going to do. All right. Look at Asia. Look at Asia. Look at that range. 14. It's usually the average daily range is 67 pips, right? 14 pips. We're down below here. We're going to break that. We're going to break this range today. We're going to hit this daily high, and it's going to come from down here. So I'm looking for a transition. I'm definitely looking for a transition. We're going to see. We're going to see, because this will just be a retracement on the higher time frames. Remember that. Remember that. So, okay. So, all right. So what else do we need to mark? We need to mark the Asia. Sorry. We need to mark the Asia high. I'm going to bring this out here. Come on, man. Am I driving myself crazy? Asia high. All right. Asia high. And then I'm going to copy paste that to the Asia low. Is that it? Am I on it? No. If I could just be a little bit more precise. There you go. All right. That's not it. Is it? Is it? No, that's not it. There you go. Perfect. And I'll mark that as the Asia low. All right. And I need the London high. Oh, you know what? I can use that. Where'd I go? Right. London high right here. Okay. Good enough. London. All right. And what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to look for London. I got that as a London low. That's the London high. What I'm going to do with this information is look for spots where price is coming together, where it's the session high meets the daily high, or the session low meets the daily low, where so I can look for confluences, right? Confluences. It's all about confluences. All right, so I got the session highs and lows. I also have the previous daily high and low. All right, and always look at that midpoint of the Asia session. I told you before, this is very important. You see how Asia established that middle point. This is probably high. There's a probability that price may want to do its thing here at this order block. You understand? That's why I'm looking at that. I'm looking for the confluences. The confluences. Why am I stressing that word so hard? All right. So that's what we're looking there. We're looking there, and where are we here? All right, we are in a bullish order block here. I'm not sure if it's necessary to draw, being that we already have a bullish thing, a bullish, what do you call it? We have the order block here already, where we already look like price is doing its thing. So I'm going to, this is at a short-term low. This is also at the beginning of this. I'm going to go down lower. I'm going to go to the 10 minutes, see if I can see something. Do we see a transition happening down here? Quite possibly. I want to catch this bullish move when it happens. So I'm looking to mark the order block in this formation. All right. And I'm going to notice how this is the London low, way below the Asia low, way below. Are we going to continue bearish? Or is price, the market maker, is going to bring it back up to give New York a short. For me, that would make sense. All right, so I'm going to move this Asia session off. I'm going to turn that off because we have enough lines and I don't like a whole lot of busyness on my charts. Okay. All right, this thing, this thing here, boy. Can I do something with this? Exit full screen. I can't. I am too particular, boy. I tell you what. So we're below the previous daily low. Are we going to work this low and then go lower? What are we going to do with this? What is the market makers going to do? I don't know. So we're at 710. This is movement time. So, this is a very, very aggressive bearish move. And it's not easy for me to just figure it. Now, we are building up liquidity here. We're building up orders, right? Which way are we going to go? We are set for a sweep of these highs and then these lows. And what market makers love to do is build it up because there are stop losses here, stop losses there, pending orders here, pending orders there for people who are taking breakouts to the opposite side. All right. What market makers like to do is take them all out, 1, 2, and then go to the next move. Now, sometimes they go the opposite way, of course. They can come down first, go up, and then take the move. I just don't know it's hard to tell what the intended move is. I'm leaning more towards a bullish move, but we just have to be very careful. I'm looking for a lovely move. This would make sense to me. And this is where I will leave you. What would make sense to me is if price came down here to give us a head, breaks these highs to sweep liquidity. All right. We swept liquidity already with this down move. Take liquidity up maybe to the low. Give us a return to impulse. Hitting the order block of the head and give us a right shoulder there, and then bango up to the this supply here that we had marked earlier for the 1 hour. This is what I'm looking at right now. I would like to see that situation. All right. But we're going to stay flexible. We're going to stay flexible. I'm going to stay flexible. I don't know about you. All right. We're going to stay flexible because this is the London low. We're working this low at this this order block here, this demand zone for the 2-week demand zone. And we can come down and touch a more refined two-week order block in this thing, and then create a head. We can come back and retest it and head up. This is what I'm looking for. All right, and we're on the 5-minute now. I don't see an order block here, but I will go back to the 15, and I'm going to go all the way over to this 2-week order block and see if there is a refinement that we can put on it. Wow, it's pretty distant, isn't it? Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can move it on. Nope, I can't. Okay, let me see. All right, I'm gonna pump it up a little bit. Let me see. Come on, man. I don't mean to hold you viewers. Feel free to speed this up or fast forward if you like. Wow, really? All right. Okay. I don't understand. I can't understand it. All right. You know what? I was about to cut this video off. All right. So we do have an order block here. All right. So I'm going to mark this order block here. See how it dipped below these for a sweep of these lows and then up. I'm going to mark this order block here because this may be where price wants to transition. I'll look at this leg here. So I'm looking at this whole move. Okay. I'm looking at this whole move. I'm looking at that wick as it established it as a point of rejection. So I'm going to bring that all the way over. And for this 1 hour order block bullish, I'm going to mark it. And for those that hung out with me for this whole thing, kudos to you. Kudos. Let me see if I can. Okay. Oh, I'm so silly. All right. So this is what I'm looking at here. I'm going to see if we can just get to the 15-minute and let's see if we can yeah, look at that. This is where I was hoping it would come to. If this comes down here, that would be interesting on the 5-minute. See, but this is an order block here, so I'm not really going to pay too much attention to this one because we did come back up here. If we go lower, we break that order block. That's fine too. That's fine too because there's order blocks below this. But we have an hour on this one, an hour order block. So I will look to see what we get. We're in a 2-week. Maybe we get this transition. That's where I'm going to leave this. So I will see you guys after and trade well. Okay. I'm going to be looking at the others like USD. I'm going to do USD JPY and maybe Aussie JPY because I'm looking for bullishness in USD CAD. Excuse me. I'm looking at USD CAD for sure. Not USD JPY, USD CAD. I'm looking for bullishness there, and I'm looking for a down move in Aussie yen. So we'll see. I'll check GJ as well. All right. I'll see you in the next video.